So what we have here is Pinot Noir by Decoy. Now why I chose this wine to show tonight is because Decoy is made by Duckhorn Vineyards. Okay. Duckhorn is a higher end Napa Valley winery, Napa Valley based winery. They make wines typically that sell for $50 and up, so not the type of wine that most people are going out and buying every day.
Now the Pinot Noir, is that entry level red we should be looking at if we want to start dabbling into the reds?
Well, I think so. I recommend Pinot Noir. If someone wants a red wine and they don't know what they're looking for, I recommend Pinot Noir because it's the softest of the reds, but it's still a red wine.
Is it softer than the Merlots? Or?
Yes, Pinot Noir is the softest of the wines. I could go into the reasons why, but that would start to get very specific.
I believe it.
So this is a nice little wine. It's made by a high-end winery, but they know what they're doing, and I selected this to show that you can get a wonderful wine for under $20. So this would retail $19.99 on pretty much any store shelf, maybe as high as $22.
Did we mention what the retail is?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Babbage would sell for $12.
Okay.
Yep. Around 11 to 13. But
so affordable, definitely affordable.
Yeah.
For something and to try out and maybe do some experimenting with with your pairings and such.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Yep. My general rule of thumb is unless you know what you're doing, $20 or under.
Yep. That's a great idea. You should be able to
get a good wine. So I think this Decoy really over delivers for the money. So again, the reason I chose it is because it's affordable, it's soft, it's drinkable, and it's interesting to note because if you want to learn a little bit about wine right now, it's Sonoma County. Okay. So some people wonder what's the difference between Napa and Sonoma. Yep. Quick difference is Sonoma's further north, cooler climate, makes a little bit more balanced, delicate wine. Perfect. So we're gonna. If you want to taste it, you can lead us to the taste.
Tell me what we're looking for.
All right, same thing. Sight. We're looking for the color. You'll see that it's a little bit lighter than some.
Are we looking for legs? We hear a lot about legs. What's the story after we swirl this?
Legs is a somewhat old-fashioned way of looking at wine, and what it is when you swirl wine, the alcohol evaporates faster than the water, the liquid in the wine. So what's happening is that the more quickly the alcohol evaporates, and the more alcohol evaporates, the thinner the legs will be. So if you have very thick legs, that means you've got a lot of alcohol to evaporate. So basically, thick legs equals a lot of alcohol, thin legs equals lighter in alcohol. So you can see very little legs here because Pinot Noir is traditionally very low in lower in alcohol. You can see it's a little bit lighter than some red wines. That's because Pinot Noir doesn't have as much tannin in the grape skin.
It looks a little lighter around the edges. Is that telling me something?
No. That's just I think that's called the rim. It's just a little bit of the water that collects around the rim. Okay. So we've taken a look. Take aerate that because clearly you want to drink it, and take a smell. Now you skipped rule number 2. Yeah, you jumped right in.
I couldn't wait.
Jump right in. It does smell very good.
When I stick my nose into a glass of wine, then the fruit is just forcing its way in. it is. It's a natural. It is. And you know what it is? It's a sign of a good wine because it smells so good you want to drink it. I just want to try it out. I get a good noseful.
Yeah, it smells like nice big cherries and sweet candied fruit, really soft and appealing.
I'm sorry, I'll go back to the nose.
All right, give it its due.
It smells good.
It smells very good. Now we can drink it.
Okay, I got the go ahead. I'm rounding third. Yummy.
Very soft.
A lot more dark fruit in this thing. Yep. And what else are we looking for?
Just whether or not you like it.
And it finishes.
It finishes.
Let's talk about the finish a little bit.
Finish to me, it's how smooth is it really? Like when you have that in your mouth and then you swallow, do you get a burn? Do you get a pucker? Does something particular stand out more than others? If it finishes smoothly and you don't feel like your mouth is burning or you have a bad sensation or taste, it's a good finish. It's a nice wine.
Yeah, definitely. Now, what would pair with this?
Pinot Noir, again, it's a lighter red wine, so I'd recommend lighter fare. Roast chicken. Okay. Lighter red meats, maybe like a simple filet mignon. Okay. Something without a lot of fat and flavor, because the wine's very delicate, so you want to pair it with something that's a little bit on the more delicate side.
Now, is any fish that would go with this?
Yeah, salmon is a very traditional Pinot Noir pairing. That's because salmon's, it's hearty for a fish. Yep. So it could take a red wine, but it's still, you know, it's not red meat, so it needs a lighter wine.
And what about style of cheeses?
To be honest,
or just stay away from the cheeses.
Yeah, I have a hard time pairing Pinot Noir with cheese because it's somewhere in the middle.
Unless you have maybe a specialized cheese that would hit the point on that.
Yeah, I'm sure. You know, I would say a somewhat lighter cheese, maybe a soft cheese again would be good.
Okay.
But really, if someone's going to a party or dinner party, that's when I really recommend Pinot Noir because you can drink it on its own.
Okay.
Some wines you really need food with.
Right.
Pinot's a great sipping wine.